Our staff mainly come from a psychology background because we're all behaviour analysts, which is a psychological discipline. We have one staff member for each child, and we also have a staff member to teach group activities to the children. The families actually fund that position. We also have 2 behaviour analysts, one for every 12 children. One is funded by the Department of Education, but they don't feel we need any more than that, and we do. So the families fund the other behaviour analytic position. And then there's me. I'm the Director of Education, so I'm a behaviour analyst by training, and I'm also a teacher. Then we also have an occupational therapist and a speech and language therapist. Obviously, speech and language therapy is going to be vital. An awful lot of children with autism never learn how to speak, so they need to learn to communicate by some manner or another. Then we have an occupational therapist who will help the children learn their place in the environment. A lot of our children have very poor fine motor skills, very poor gross motor skills. They can't do big movements, they can't do small movements. So that might mean simple things like dressing themselves could be a problem. Learning to do activities of daily living like brushing their hair, brushing their teeth, those kinds of things are problematic. Being able to be independent in a home situation. So the OT will really help us with those things.
1, 2, 3. Very good brushing teeth. Okay, now one more time.
When we've gone to meet some family groups on occasion and talked to them about the kind of fundraising they have to do to start a school, they've been really off-put by the whole thing and have said, look, you know, we've enough on our plate. We're dealing with kids on the spectrum. We can't manage to raise 60 or 80,000 in order to start a school. So they actually can't go through with it. So that initial piece, it can be so off-putting that they may not even make that first step.
For a group of parents to come together, 2 dozen parents to come together and try and provide a school costing up to 1.2 million, I mean, that's a huge ask for anybody, any group collectively to take on. So, you know, really we do need to try and secure both statutory funding and partner up with corporate entities who are, as I say, will be willing to put education onto their agenda. And together we can make a good go of this and make this a very viable option.
I am 100% convinced that this is an excellent investment. You have children who are learning either to leave our setting completely and be integrated into the mainstream, or at the worst case scenario, improve their quality of life dramatically.
And early intervention has been shown to be the one that, in the barest economic terms, is the one that gives the greatest return. The child advances in his or her life, has confidence, is able to go on to get further education, go into mainstream, go on in fact to 3rd level in time, and to be able to earn their living. And that's what everybody wants for their child. Saplings is the way forward. I would greatly encourage people watching to say, this is a fine project. If I give money to this, it will increase in value over the years because the child's worth will increase and the sustainability of the project. The department, as I said, would say, hey, this seems very good. They're willing to go out and get their funding. They're not totally reliant on state funding, but they do need the add-on. They do need the essential funding from central government, but they also are prepared to say to the corporate sector or to say to anybody watching, listen, what we're at is for the good of children. Think of one child you know whose life can be changed if they're introduced to saplings, if saplings can take her or him on board, if saplings can imbue that child with knowledge and learning, fun and creativity. So please open your hearts, but more importantly, open your purses to saplings.
Again, it's down to choice for parents as well. The parents can choose this option for their children. If it's the best fit, we would recommend, you know, that parents have that choice, are empowered to be able to make that choice, say this is the best fit for my child based on the professional assessments that I've got to date in my hand, and this is the type of education I want for my child, and the outcome is I eventually want my child to be accessing mainstream education. And I know presently, without the intervention of sapling services, the potential is that my child won't be able to make that all-important step into mainstream education.
To call for hands above, to lean on, wouldn't be good enough for me. To call for hands above, to lean on, call for hands up above, to lean on. Would it be good enough for me now to call for hands